Okay, so where should I be sore when I'm riding and I'm a new rider? Okay, let's just start with the big disclaimer. Every body is different, so you might be sore in different places, and there's nothing wrong with that. I can tell you where I was sore and where I would expect you not to be sore. Obviously, just like riding a horse or something, you're going to be sore around the seat of your pants. That whole area where you are sitting on your bike is going to be sore. The Svartpilen has a really nice seat, in my opinion. I ride for 2.5 hours, and usually about 2.5 or 3 hours into a ride, at this point as a rider, I start to get sore. But when I was a brand new rider and I had not kind of built up that resistance and my body was not acclimated to the position of the bike, yeah, my seat and that whole area was sore. Duh, that's kind of an obvious one, right? The other place that I get sore, particularly in the city, the more I'll notice that my hands start to get sore, right? Because I'm working the clutch a lot. I'm working the brake. I feel it more in my left hand than my right. But again, you know, these days, after 1,700 miles on this motorcycle and riding just about every day, I hop on and I feel fine. Sometimes I just ride until I get sore, and so I'll be out for a couple of hours, and then my hands will start to get tired, and so forth, right? So that's normal, no big deal. And again, you just kind of get, your body starts to acclimate, and you can ride for longer and so forth. There might be other places that you're sore, and so again, I want to be respectful. If you're sore, then I apologize, I'm sorry. I hope that you get unsore and you don't hurt yourself or anything like that. I am not sore in my neck. Okay, I ride a Svartpilen 401, obviously, and the ergos are great. This is a very upright rider position, and so I'm not crouched down. Yeah, if I'm going at high speeds, I will crouch down, I'll tuck in, but my neck is not sore. I have never come back from a ride with a sore neck, okay? I have also never come back from a ride with a sore back. Now, this bike fits me pretty well. I'm 5'6". I can't flat foot it, but it's just a really good sized bike for me. So I don't have to lean over, I don't have to do a whole lot, right? I'm in just a really nice, happy, healthy position when I'm riding around. And again, even at higher speeds, my back, my neck, everything is totally fine. In the interest of sharing too much information, I broke my left clavicle / collarbone twice snowboarding in my youthful days, and the last time I broke it was pretty bad. They had to insert a metal plate, and there's a lot of things that will make my left shoulder clavicle area sore. A lot of things. Lifting weights, carrying things, sometimes even just a seatbelt or having a bag slung over my left shoulder results in some soreness. But guess what? Riding around on this motorcycle, I have never had a sore shoulder or sore clavicle. There's so many things that trigger that past injury. Riding a motorcycle is not one of them. And I think there's a really good reason for that. It's all about the ergos and how you sit on the bike, right? So if you're experiencing any shoulder pain or things like that, you might want to take a look at the way that you're riding and your riding position. What we don't want to do is we don't want to put a lot of weight on our wrists, right? The great thing about the ergos of the Svartpilen is you don't have to put a lot of weight on your wrists. Yeah, if I'm going downhill, that's a different story. But generally speaking, I'm really loose. I'm able to flap my arms around. Even when I'm going like 70 miles per hour down a highway, I am not putting very much weight on my wrists. My elbows are loose, my arms are loose, and so if you're finding that your shoulders are hurting, you might be leaning forward and putting a lot of weight on your handlebars. And yeah, at least with a Svartpilen, you kind of don't need to. So you just reflect on your body position on the bike, because you can probably correct for that by adjusting your riding position. Now, if you're doing a lot of high-speed riding and you're always tucked in, yeah, okay, maybe I don't do a lot of that. So, right, but I would encourage you, if you are doing that, like, I can tuck in and I can still put just very little weight. I don't have to grab it, you know, and use all my muscles. Like, this isn't a bike you have to muscle around. It's very flickable. So just kind of take a look at what you're doing. You also don't want to stiff arm, right? I don't want to be like this and stiff arm, because again, I'm gonna get sore elbows. I'm probably gonna get some sore wrists, maybe some sore shoulders, and you just don't need to ride like that, okay? So if you're experiencing soreness in some other places, just take a look, reflect, do some self-reflection on how you're riding and your riding position, because you can probably figure out the cause and get yourself into a nice, healthy position on the bike that's going to work for you. Again, this is the Svartpilen. It's very upright, so it's really easy for me just to be really comfortable. I mean, you'll notice that a lot of times I'm talking, I take my left hand off the handlebar, or off the grip, right? And I would do the same with my right hand too if I didn't need to work the throttle, because I really just don't have that much pressure on my wrists. I'm going downhill right now, so I've got a little bit more because of just natural gravity. But no, that's just the way it is, right?